here it is. Best warrior film, Braveheart or Gladiator?
Oof.
Mother freaker. Best warrior film, Braveheart or Gladiator? Two titans. Both of them have a 25th and a 30th anniversary collection coming out on 4K next month. Paramount already gave me the word. Hopefully I could get them. Two great films in the histories. And I already know that Andy feels some type of way about one movie, and he knows that I feel some type of way about the other. Braveheart is my number one favorite film of all time. If I have a top 10 list, ladies and gentlemen, number one on my list goes to 1995's Braveheart, starring Mel Gibson. I know you love Gladiator.
I like Gladiator more, so I mean that's probably more fun. But I could go. Yeah, I mean I know Braveheart, but I don't obsess over it like you do.
I obsess over it. It's in my DNA.
Freedom. Yeah, right. I mean, I think
one of the best scores ever.
It would probably be more fun if we just go where we believe, because I don't know if I can defend Braveheart as well as you will.
Yeah, exactly. One of the best scores ever, bruh.
It is a good score.
It's amazing.
All right, I have to go a certain way. All right, I could go an angle on this.
Falkirk. Oh.
What?
Betrayal and Desolation. Just listen to the score. It makes you want to cry, man.
Oh, you're playing the music? I'm missing it?
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of those. I was so confused for it. Now hear it.
This is the Betrayal at Falkirk.
Why did he go silent again?
Betrayal at Falkirk. Come on! Yeah!
Is it my turn? My turn?
Yes.
You hear mine?
I hear it.
Come on. Oh, couple guys. You think that Braveheart song was good? Dude, Now We Are Free. Dude, I used to work out to this song. I'm gonna cry thinking about Maximus and his family. He's just trying to get back to his family, Jody.
Oh my God. Turn that weak shit off.
And then and then it kicks in.
Braveheart made kilts cool. And bagpipes.
Oh, this emotion.
That's right, Knock Shadow. I'm getting my juice.
Dude, don't go on scores. Come on. That scores. Hans Zimmer, my man. Ooh.
Very nice. Very nice.
Hot. Those are two hot scores. Let's be fair.
They are. Well, Braveheart's better. Okay, so Andy, you're going to go for Gladiator, and I'm going to go for Braveheart. Is this right?
Yeah, I mean,
I'll go first.
Make this interesting for 10 minutes because I'm not super into either of them. I mean, I liked them like 20 years ago.
I know that you talk more positively about Gladiator over Braveheart.
Yeah, but I haven't seen them like in 15 years. But all right, I'll pull. I got enough in there. I'll pull it. Let's wing it.
All right, let's go. 10 minutes on the clock. Jody Joe got this one first. Where's my timer? 1 minute. 10 minutes. There we go. All right, here we go. Braveheart, 1995. What can I say about the film? It's the best warrior film. So the story of William Wallace, a Scotsman who just wanted to live a normal life, raise crops, have a son, a family. When English lords came on his land and enslaved them for the most part. Instituted prima nocta, which was a time where, on the union of their first night of marriage, that an English lord could take the wife of a Scottish bride into his own bed. So the time Scotsmen would get married, they would come to their weddings, take the bride from the groom at the wedding, and rape her and deliver her used goods to the Scottish husband. Well, when they tried to do that to Murren, who is William Wallace's love interest, they tried to attack her, and William came to her rescue and told him to meet at a sacred point. She never made it there because the English settlers and soldiers captured her, pinned her to a pole, and executed her at the stake in an effort to bait William Wallace to come and receive his punishment. He returned to the English camp, not to enslave himself and give himself up for death. He returned to fight, and fight he did. And with his courageous effort, fueled by the love of the one that he loved and once lost, the other Scotsmen rose up to the challenge and fought off the English lords and took over the town. Not only that, they went on their way to Stirling, marched on to Stirling, defeated the English army at Stirling, won the battle, had the nobles in a craze, gathered people from all of the different clans and united them to defeating the English in over hundreds and hundreds of years where it hasn't been done. William Wallace, the freaking man himself, Braveheart, defeated them at Stirling. To the point where he even came to Falkirk to do round two. Took over York, sacked it on English territory. This man is in England, taking their cities. And only by the betrayal of his own brothers was he thwarted, defeated, and then later executed. Before execution, he screamed the word while his balls was being cut, while his thighs were being split, while they tried to stretch him. One word that reigned throughout the whole entire city that the king himself heard: freedom. William Wallace inspired Robert the Bruce to not just take his crown at the end of the film, but to say, freak you to that crown and fight them. And they fought them well. And they won their freedom thanks to Sir William Wallace. Andy?
Oh, God, I feel like I was in school. I was like passing out of boredom with this history lesson from Jody. Holy crap. Oh, my God. Where can we get to some of the action and some of the... Who cares? Blah, 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 blah. Scotsman, blah, blah. Look, Braveheart's a fine movie, but it doesn't have near the action or the performances or the music. It's just everything about it is like Braveheart on steroids, and I'm going to take that every day of the year. Look, Commodus, Joaquin Phoenix, such the best villain. He's fantastic. Him versus Russell Crowe is a rivalry for all time. And beyond that, it's more entertaining. The action. He fights a tiger. Dude, he's like the first Tiger King ever. Russell Crowe kills it as Maximus. You're watching this whole time, and it's him trying to just get to his family, and then he gets there. It's a journey that is entertaining. It's shot amazingly by Ridley Scott. Braveheart's a good film. I'm not trying to knock Braveheart, but I just feel like there's some editing. There's like cars driving in the background. It feels dated from 95. I believe it was. It's okay, but it's just a yawning, sad Scottish revenge movie. Maximus is the insane watching him go from battle to battle. You're fighting rah, rah, from just an iconic movie. Which would I want to watch this over in a heartbeat over and over again? Great. And you talk about the music. Braveheart's a good score, but dude, Gladiator's 10 times more soaring. It just like gets you to go, oh, and he's in the Coliseum fighting and stuff. You're like, this crescendos. This movie's got ups and downs that are intense. Braveheart's just a little bit of a Scottish bore, if you ask me.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say this about Gladiator. It was anticlimactic at the end. The way it resolved with him in the middle of the Coliseum, him fighting him, poisoning him to the point where he didn't really get his real revenge to me. It felt so anticlimactic. Like it didn't measure up to the journey that he had to go through to get to that point. I wanted Maximus to just destroy him and just murder him in the great. And then he died of poison on the battle. It was stupid. He was supposed to reign supreme and be the man who lived a wholesome life. He just died, and it was dumb and poorly executed. And the director really dropped the ball there because it just didn't feel organic, and I didn't feel like he got justification for the whole film that I was watching. I wanted him to get that real solid revenge. I feel like he didn't get it. Braveheart, on the other hand, gives you everything and then more at the end.
Look, the best part of Braveheart is freedom. It's good. It drags. It drags. It's just two groups fighting each other. It's overly long.
Okay.
I just didn't connect to it as much. Look, I respect it. I'm not here to trash Braveheart. They're both Academy Award-winning films. They're both well acted, well directed. But it's just, this is preference. Is what we're arguing over, preference. And I, to be fair, I haven't rewatched these movies in a while. But from my memory, and as I'm sort of just I watched the trailer again to sort of refresh while you were talking. But like, it's like Gladiator just has, I don't know, just greater stakes. Feeling it's just this battle. It's a more faster paced version of a history lesson of these guys, the Roman times. That just I like that period better. I feel like it's just a bunch of guys in their kilts standing on the grass. It is what it is. I know, look, it's a sad story. And don't get me wrong. I respect the story of Braveheart, William Wallace. I get it. But dude, mine's not made by like a crazy sexist racist either. Let's talk about that, shall we, Jody? Should we go there?
Don't go there. Don't do that. That's messed up.
Mel Gibson going, come on. I'd rather have Ridley Scott doing stuff than Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson's a better director than Ridley Scott. So what do we want?
This racist, sexist guy, Mr. Sugar Tits. Yeah.
You talking about We Were Soldiers, Mel Gibson, the guy who does war movies? You talking about Hacksaw Ridge, Mel Gibson? That dude is a legend. Apocalypto, dude is a legend.
I liked him in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, Mel Gibson is great in everything. Ransom. The man makes good quality film, and he's a better director than Ridley Scott will ever be.
When you're grasping at straws, you want the guy who's like drunkenly screaming at his wife, Jews, or do you want like Ridley Scott? Like
I want the drunk guy screaming at his wife. Ridley Scott looks like he poops and he doesn't even flush. Ridley Scott looks like he poops. He calls a maid to pick it up out the toilet.
I sat next to him during a screening of Matchstick Men.
He smelled bad, didn't he?
No, he like laughed at his own movie. He didn't seem to care. He's just eating his popcorn. He like not a care in the world. You'd think someone at their own screening would be like a little nervous or not want to sit with the people. Dude was like the most normal go-getting. I was impressed. I was like, man, he's just a regular guy who like wants to watch the movie with the crowd, enjoy it with them. No pressures. Right. I respect the hell out of him.
Here's my trump card. What separates these two movies easily for me is the amazing, heartwarming, make you want to cry love story. The love story in Braveheart is tenfold of what Gladiator is. The woman didn't really even mean anything. The love story between William and Murrin was the overall heart of that movie. And it's that love story for a man for a woman, and even for the Princess of France. That was another amazing love story where she became pregnant by William, had his baby, and told the King of England that, you see, your blood dies with you. A child that is not of your line grows in my belly. Your son will not sit long on the throne, I swear it. And then he was wrecked that old man's shit. William Wallace still has a son out there that's carrying on his name with that woman, his mother. And that gives me a lot of hope. And that love story is just tenfold. Gladiator just doesn't have it.
Oh, Gladiator has it for me. We're trying to get to your, I think they handle the loss of his family really well.
Flashbacks?
And I love that iconic
hallucinations
shot. Dude, every time I'm in come on, somebody's got my back on this. Every time I'm in one of those like fields where they got the things, I always put my hand through it like Maximus. I'm just like, oh. You know what shot I'm talking about? That the Wheats when he does it. Look, there's so much iconic stuff like that in this film, and I totally feel for him when his family's just murdered and he's put into basically becomes this slave fighter. It's a rough story. You're not giving enough credit for. Yeah, William Wallace. Okay, whatever. I get it, but Maximus has a struggle too. It is totally.
Yeah, he does. I just don't think it's better than William Wallace's though.
And he just wants to go to the afterlife with his family by the end. And then that scene where you get Joaquin Phoenix and he just becomes that weaselly cheater.
Look at what one did though.
You say that ending doesn't work. I think it works beautifully because Maximus is just over it. Think about it. Us in the world, we're just over it. He's just like, I'm finally done with this. Send me there to my family. And then he gets there and that score comes in. Na 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 na. It's. Oh, dude, it makes me cry. And then as he's there, it slows down. And that music kicks in. Dude, I'm getting good.
Time. 1 minute timer on the clock. You have it.
Not entertained, audience.
You have it, Andy. 1 minute.
look, are you not entertained is how I want to wrap this up, because it's like Joaquin Phoenix is such a better, like William Wallace and Mel Gibson, great, right? I'm giving. I went to the sort of racist things. I'm trying to find something because these are both good films. I think we should say that. But I just think at the edge goes to Gladiator for me. Joaquin Phoenix as the villain. Russell Crowe is so good. This is Russell Crowe's best work, hands down. Some people gave him crap for it, but he's fantastic in this film. The action, the cinematography, it feels like it took the beautiful, wonderful things Braveheart did, but then upgraded it to like sort of a new era in a different time with a different story. They are different stories, but they both have revenge and similar themes. But to me, I like the feel, the time period, the acting, the villain, the tigers, the score. It all just ups it up just a little bit more for me, where it's like Gladiator's the more fun rewatch. Braveheart's a little bit more of just like a historical epic with some cool sequences, good acting. At the end of the day, like, you're either really invested in Braveheart because it means something to you, or you're just like me, or you're like, yeah, all right, check out Gladiator again. I want to see the tiger fight.
Time. Time. All right, let's put another fresh minute on the clock. And I got this. So yeah, William Wallace is a great character, and beyond that, Mel Gibson, who played him, is a great actor. And some people don't know this. This was like his directorial debut, I believe, was Braveheart, and it won him an Oscar. Not only is he like helping write the script and direct and produce and star in, he made this a masterpiece all on his back. But yeah, I agree that, you know, Braveheart's a good, Gladiator's a good film. But Braveheart is a masterpiece. It's just above Gladiator, in my opinion. And the love story in Braveheart trumps Gladiator. Let's talk about the war sequences, the gore, the graphicness, legs getting chopped off. To this day, Braveheart is probably the best war movie out there. Gore, blood, graphic. Gladiator just didn't have those complex, amazing war sequences and battle sequences. If they had ever had a fight, William Wallace is going to serve him up because he's a better fighter. But at the end of the day, here's what it comes down to. William Wallace died for something. His people liberated the entire country. Maximus, he just went on this tirade that ended with him. It didn't benefit no one after him. It was hollow. Time. Put down in the comment section what you guys think about this topic of who you think won, me, Jody, or Andy.
Anything, it made me want to rewatch both Braveheart and Gladiator again, so I can have a come back. We'll do a rematch.
Yeah, definitely. Gladiator's good, bro, but it's overrated in my opinion. Braveheart is just so much better. Same thing about
Braveheart.
You could. I think, bro. I honestly think if you rewatch them both, you're gonna come back saying Braveheart is this far superior film.
All right, I'll take the challenge.
I believe that. All right, if you guys have time, hey, if you guys ain't doing shit, probably most of you ain't because it's freaking quarantine time.
Yeah,
I'll watch Fight Club, actually, by the way. I'm going to watch that. Go on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/popcornplanet to follow Andy's stream that's going to happen over there, right?
Yeah, we're doing it right now. I'm setting it up as we speak.
Thanks, guys, so very much for watching. I'm Jody. That's Andy. See you when we see you. We out this thing, man.
Thanks, everybody. Good show.
Hey, guys, don't leave yet. I really appreciate you watching to the end of the video. Please consider becoming a member, which is going to help hire my friends to work under me. Jody's Corner Network is an important thing, and that's the end game. Drop down below, click the join button, pick your tier. And if you want more content, just click right here for another video or click over there for another video. All right, get the click in.